Hi there, we're going to look at SUI and Wyckoff again, so let's take a look at the charts. Here, in the weekly chart, after 6 consecutive weeks of red candles, finally there was one green, and then however it's currently staying a bit flat. You see this flat line over here, right? So previously I've drawn this pale blue or light blue box, trying to show that I don't want to go daily, I just want to show this chart. Basically the downward trend that has been going on since May 12th, the second week of May basically. So when we look at the candles, it's still pretty much within that range. So if I extend the boundaries, so you see the price is still here. So the previous support the price has found while we are at this late distribution stage was this yellow line at around $2.35, and currently for 4 consecutive weeks SUI hasn't been able to reclaim this purple line at $3.40. So that's the resistance line set by the automatic reaction during the distribution cycle early stage. As of now, it seems it's over the past 2 weeks and including this week, at least for this time being, is being suppressed by this sign of weakness level. So you see by extending from here, at least 3 weeks, if we count this, it's 4 weeks that the price has been trading below this line already. So that's the big picture. So it's when we look at the declining volume as well at the bottom, it looks like we has a difficulty claiming, like going upwards, getting momentum going upwards, and that's the context of SUI. So with this context, we're going to move into the daily chart and look at what's happening. So even though in the daily this downward trend seems to have like stopped, the price has gone a bit sideways, and actually it's slightly upwards as well with this trend line over here. So I'll keep this line in this interval, so next time when we come back we'll see whether the price is still going through this. So previously we have marked the sign of strength over here. We have to adjust it when we see things change, because in the daily chart we have to be way more dynamic than the weekly. So when the price moves, so we see these peaks, right? It's time to adjust and see, because there may be a chance that this quick accumulation over here has finished, and let's say if this was actually a sign of strength, it retreated, and then there is, like, if this is the current period is the backup or last point of support, then there is a chance that the price will start to pump again, even though the peak may be lower, given, remember the context when we start, right? It's not gathering much momentum. If the peak, even if the peak is slower, there may be a little pump right across the pink line before it returns to come back down for another, like, selling climax again, maybe testing the yellow line or even the pink line at the bottom. So remember what happened over here, right? When SUI went to test during early March at this level, $3.3 roughly. So this level versus here, we're very close to that level already. Then it pumped like after 2 months almost, 7 weeks time. So during this period, when it was gathering strength, we see the volume was a bit was lower and lower at a certain point. The key part is here. These red candles, small red candles, even though they have pretty high volume, there isn't much of a price gap. Currently, we're still seeing like low volume period, pretty much like this kind of consolidation at the moment. So what we hope to see is something that happened like this, and eventually some higher, of course these are significant as well, so this means this 4 candles were like setting a bottom, and then eventually a lot of change of hands here with these red bars, and then boom, it goes. So here we don't see like high or tall volume bars as of this moment. You see this line over here, right? This part, we haven't seen it yet. So it's more like we are at this stage. So expect a little bit more fluctuations to come, and or maybe here as well, a bit more fluctuations, and hopefully we'll see like a build up and then the next leg up. So I don't think this is what it is, not the BU LPS, not the backup and last point of supply, but let's keep the tag here. If the price does come down below the white line, we know that there may be something like this happening, like the late stage accumulation. So let's see whether that's going to happen like it. I'm going to